How's it going, guys and gals? Shelby Jones coming at y'all from Jones for CrossFit. Again, as usual, we have our special guest here, Christian Waschek from Nomad Performance. If you haven't gone and liked the Facebook page yet, do it. Same with ours. If you haven't found it, go find it. Click the like button. Thank you. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to talk about today, we've been going off on nutrition for a little bit now, and I think we've laid a pretty good ground for everybody to kind of get themselves back on track. One of the things that could be causing some performance, lack of performance, could be draining your performance, draining your energy, is something that you don't really hear too much about, which is weird. You should hear more about it. And you might hear, what some of the symptoms are and be like, you know what, that's me. So we're going to be talking about adrenal fatigue. Okay, so what is adrenal fatigue? Basically, the definition of that.
Adrenal fatigue is when your body is reacting to all the stressors in your life, whether it's from the gym, from overtraining, from stress at work, from stress at home, poor diet, just poor lifestyle choices. All those things added up can tax that system, because every time, whether you're training in the box here or you're out doing something and you're under a stress situation, you're having a hormonal reaction to that stress, and it's tapping those adrenal glands. Especially when you come in here, it's tapping those adrenal glands. When you're coming in and busting out a 20-minute AMRAP that's absolutely killer, and you're pushing as hard as you possibly can, you're gonna tap your adrenals a little bit. But with proper nutrition, exercise, kind of balancing everything out, they're usually not affected. What we're talking about today is once you've passed that point, you've passed what we would call stage one. Stage one, your cortisol levels go up, everything maximizes. That's when you have that fight or flight response. You're feeling really good. You're crushing it. And then comes stage two, whereas you're on your way down. You start noticing you're tired all the time, tough getting out of bed. You feel really snappy at people, just a little bit edgy. You're noticing the weights aren't going up as much, and you're still coming in here and getting the workouts done, and you're like, man, I've been working so hard at this. What's leading me to this?
A couple of other things during that period too, and getting into the third level of that is injury. You're more prone to injury. So
absolutely.
Muscle and all that stuff too. So if you find yourself constantly getting hurt, you might want to take a step back and reevaluate how you're doing, or what you're doing for nutrition before you come into the gym, and how you're recovering. And one of the things that we've gone over before in the past, and I think it is a great telltale sign, if you're coming to the gym and you need to take like 8 scoops of your favorite pre-workout that has a ton of stimulants in it just to get through the workout, well, chances are you're not operating optimally with everything, all the hormones going on in your body. So, that was a little long.
No, that's okay. It's exactly like Shelby was saying though, like when you get to that point where you start to go down, you're like, I need to do something to pick up my energy, and exactly like he was just saying, you tend to draw to the pre-workout. You're like, well, I need to get the energy. Unfortunately, going down that road is adverse, because you're really needing to change up what you're eating and your lifestyle factors. That's going to be key to it. The pre-workout, put that aside. Look at your nutrition first. Go, wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I eating? If you're eating a bunch of garbage foods before the workout, if you're not eating enough or you're eating too little, those things are going to be huge factors right after that. If you had a stressful week, that's going to be a huge factor. If you got a lot of stuff going on in life that's just stressing you out, work is funky, a little bit, crazy, you're trying to race to get here, that's going to affect those levels. So the more you can adjust to those things, the better you're going to do here to not tap yourself out. So don't jump to the pre-workout stage immediately. That's not the way we want you to go. We want you to adjust your nutrition and lifestyle factors. And I know that's a hard one, but those things are going to make the biggest difference, especially for you here in the box, to get better results, to get where you want to go without causing yourself more problems and taking yourself down that downward hill. Because adrenal fatigue can also lead to Addison disease, which is a bigger picture that's down the road further, but that's where you're completely tapped out, and then you're in the medical field and they're having to work with you to get your system rebooted and get it back working. Whereas, if you come in the beginning stages and you find yourself a little off, you're depleted, some rest, change of diet, change up your stress factors a little bit, how you're dealing with them is going to make a huge difference right off the bat, as opposed to taking a pre-workout or going down that road. So that will make you feel significantly better and not tap out your adrenals, and you'll be able to do better at the box. So a couple tips right off the bat would be, you're starting to feel tired, listen to your body, manage it. We want you to come in, get a good workout. If you need to rest the next day, rest the next day. Don't come in, try to kill it again, and then put yourself in a worse position to be stressed out about it. Break it up. Do 1 day, 1 on, 1 off, until you build up the stamina and you know what you're ready to do.
For that, on that point, just to make sure that you're recovering properly also.
Absolutely.
So if you're in here killing it, you have to be taking in the calories from good sources to be able to recover quickly. So that's, on point. Basically everything boils down to nutrition.
Yep.
So it's the base of any good program. You have to stay on top of it. We're going to come back and actually we're going to talk a little bit more about some of those lifestyle factors and a good way for you to deal with them. We're going to have Jill back from Nomad Performance. Try to get in y'all's brains a little bit and let you know what ways that you can better deal with the stresses that you have in your everyday life. Either going to work, coming in, workout, family, even food, eating stresses people out. I gotta eat what? So just all those little things that we're gonna keep talking about this a little bit. We're gonna go over how to fix it. Obviously, nutrition is the main one. Some things here and there about testing, what to look for, and if you really should get your hormones tested for that. So as always, man, thank you for watching the videos. Go like the pages. Joseph for CrossFit, Nomad Performance, and remember, make every rep count.